Hey, welcome back to J&R Music and Computer World right here in New York City. Brett Hamilton, and I cannot express how revolutionary this next camera is, the one I have right here. It holds true to the image quality of other Nikon models, such as the D3, the D300. But if you're looking for an SLR that's at a pro level, with pro level performance, exceptional overall image quality, broad total range and depth, and extremely low noise, this is the camera for you. It's got full frame, FX sensor, and 12 megapixels. This is the Nikon D700 12-megapixel digital SLR camera. Previous models like the D300 and the D3 have established new benchmarks for digital image quality. D700, no exception. The SLR carries on the tradition of superior digital image quality, speed, and unmatched ISO performance. I could probably go on talking about this all day long, especially the ISO capabilities, but the range goes from 200 to 6400 without worrying about noise or color distortion. That's huge. It allows photographers to shoot in natural, low-light situations and not worry about needing a flash. If you're willing to sacrifice some image quality, you can even bump the ISO up to 8,000 or even 25,600. That's right, 25,600. I know the photographers have been battling the full-frame sensor issue for quite some time now. Well, with the D700, you get a full-frame CMOS sensor. Full-frame sensor means that you won't need to convert the focal length of the lens by a factor of 1.5 times. So, 50mm lens will be a 50mm lens. Images shot with the D700, they're clearer, they're sharper, they're crisper. The body of the camera itself is designed really well. In fact, it's made of a rugged magnesium alloyed construction. Camera controls are set up in a way that allow you to comfortably and quickly change the settings, and the shape is also ideal, nice and easy to grip. On the top half of the camera, we have the release mode dial, the quality and the size button, white balance button, ISO button, and accessory shoe. If we move to the left, you've got your on-off switch, your shutter release button, mode button, and finally this large control panel right here. The wheels here and here are to control the shutter speed and the aperture. These controls are very important, and I think Nikon made them really accessible. You don't need to even stop looking through the viewfinder to use them. Now the D700 features a tempered glass protected 3-inch VGA TFT LCD monitor. Nice and bright, 170-degree wide-angle viewing screen, which is perfect for looking at your images. As soon as you shoot them, you can have a look. In fact, let's take a look at some more of the buttons. Over here we've got the playback button and of course your trash. The next 5 buttons are really important when you're taking a look at your photos. You have the menu, protect button, thumbnail playback, thumbnail zoom, and the OK button. Although this camera has a lot of buttons, they're arranged in a way that makes it really easy to get to, nice and handy. If we move over here, we've got the AE/AF lock, autofocus on, multi-selector. That allows you to easily review the photos and navigate throughout the different menus. The digital SLR has evolved a lot over the years and has pretty much surpassed the abilities of the film SLR. D700 has 2 live view shooting modes. These modes allow you to look at what you're shooting on the monitor instead of through the viewfinder. In fact, you have the choice between handheld or tripod when it comes to live view. Now, if you're looking to shoot something like sports, good news, the D700 is equipped with continuous shooting mode, and that allows you to shoot up to 5 frames per second. You combine this with a fast, accurate 51-point AF and the 3D focus tracking, this thing is pretty much unstoppable. You're going to get every shot, every time. We also have the exclusive scene recognition system, picture control settings, and active D-lighting with a new auto mode. The active D-lighting preserves details and highlights and shadows. And this is fantastic for contrasting situations like really brightly lit outdoor scenes. Now to view your awesome outdoor shots that you just took, D700 has an HDMI out right here. All you have to do is connect the video cable, which is included right here. Now you're ready to view your photos on a high definition device. That could be your flat screen TV that you have hanging on the wall. You can see here the video out, USB, and of course DC in. If we turn the camera to the other side, here you can see the memory card slot. On the front of the camera itself, you've got the built-in flash. You have a flash sync terminal, a 10-pin terminal, lens release button, a sub-command dial, focus mode, metering, and finally a coupling lever. Now, I mentioned something called a 10-pin terminal. What does this do? This is a really cool feature. You can actually connect a GPS adapter cord to the camera itself. Why? Well, the camera will record your current position when you're taking pictures. Why would you need that? Okay, you're traveling, you're overseas, say you're in Italy, taking pictures. When you look back, you'll know exactly what town you were in when you took the shot. I know I mention it all the time. I get a chance to try out a lot of cameras, but you really cannot go wrong with the D700. This SLR is packed with so many features, like the full-frame CMOS sensor, the 12 megapixels. You've got the 3-inch LCD, high ISO, practically no noise, easy camera controls. We can keep going and going and going. It's packed. Get yourself the Nikon D700 12-megapixel digital camera today from J&R Music and Computer World. You can call them at 800-806-1115 or get them on the web at jr.com.